I want to see the crows.
Who's an expert in his field, and he then does various things like this year we have Tom Walter, the actor, and with him we are going to do a own production of a drama.
Let's just do one of the scenes on stage. Why don't we do... Okay, let's try some of the chameleons.
Young and brave and strong was he.
Okay, stop. Now, what is the reaction? Can you hear her? Okay, now say it.
Not so many moons ago,
In the kingdom of green.
Most drama productions in schools peter down to just being an acting class. And what is dismaying in a production like this is that the messages that we give our children, or the community gives its children, or maybe even the parents give the children is, if you're not acting, I don't want to come and see it. You know, and I think what we have to really redefine is how do children take ownership of a production? You know, how do you transfer the ownership of authentic learning into the children's mind, and into their understanding, into their psyche. So the scripting children get through an artist in residence program, or a program where the ownership is truly theirs, is that every child recognizes how important his or her role is in the final setup.
Because there's so many bars of food and things.
And then we do this.
It's getting up.
See how much we done? 15 meters.
कोई भी नहीं है मेरे पास स्क्वायर वाला है जो जेल के अंदर जो वो है एक ट्रिका है.
अरे वाह क्या बात है.
Also, it gives you a nice sense of stiffness to the thing. And where did you get this idea from? About
we went to NID and there we asked experts about the problem. How do we display our documentation?
In a school setup, it's not possible that every teacher is empowered with expertise in an area that is unfamiliar to them. And what happens in a schooling situation, we don't take them to the experts, because firstly it takes a lot of time. It asks you to stretch yourselves outside your comfort zone. So what we contend and we kind of are happier with is doing a production in-house, but then it kind of compromises a lot of the skill sets that you would want your children to be empowered with. And an artist in residence program, if you're really devoted to the competencies of your children, then you will make sure that they access experts in every field.
Because you didn't have anything else to say, you're saying मस्ती करते हैं, मज्जा करते हैं, कि कुछ तो करते हैं इनकी भी. That's the feeling.
One was very keen that this be different, and it is. I wouldn't say vastly different. It is very different. Not only in form but also in content. But if you get deep into both of the plays, and one shouldn't, but I'm just going deep for one moment. Both plays are dealing with very fundamental issues. The freedom struggle and a young student in the shape of a grasshopper. She's seeking her own freedom. And in Winds of Change, an entire nation was seeking freedom. So in many ways it's the same journey in a different form. And without giving away the end of our play this time, in the end, it's in a little way, it's like having a tryst with destiny. What we have now is that Skippy, the main character, has her tryst with destiny.
And you're from this family. You're a grasshopper. And so are you grasshoppers. Fantastic. Good. Come here, sit. Yeah, ready. Up, breathing.
of energy to get that from the kids itself.
Sing committee! I want all my actors on the ground now! South! East! East! West! North! Boom!
After working with Avni, it's, you know a particular dance, but how to put in that perfect postures in your movement, how to get that perfect facial expressions on your face. But it's up to us, as say the adults in their midst, or as the experts who come in, to give that respect to every child and his competencies. And the artist in residence does exactly that. It gives respect to the competencies of every child. And that's marvelous because every child recognizes his and her own abilities. For instance, there could be a child who's very good at singing.
Where is that thing?
Let's say. And let's say.
Hey, it's a beautiful day. Hey, it's a beautiful day.
Or a child who's great with projections, or a child who loves props and materials, or costumes. And when you give respect to those competencies, the child feels enabled, empowered, and then every time the child recognizes his input in a production, there is such a sense of self-confidence that comes in. And we as parents, we as a community, we as practitioners need to accord that respect to children's competencies. And an artist in residence program is exactly just that.
So, okay, let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, shout! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Got to be true to myself.